So clearly, some people don't want some of us doing this for a while. They have keep cutting things off. I noticed. But hey, it is what it is, I suppose. I hope you can hear me, because you know what? Oh, shoot. This time I had to use the mic, and I'll tell you why. Because some bad at my wireless mic had run out of battery, but I just charged it, so clearly somebody doesn't want it out. But anyway, grand rising, everybody. Hope everybody slept well. Did anybody go out last night? I was going to, but yeah, it's just weird. Something said, now sit this one out. Sit this one out, Teals. So I just caught up on some rest. Ace of Swords again. Ooh, the truth is out. Oh my days, the truth is out. Let me get clear and precise, accurate messages, Spirit, please, and thank you. I call upon a Sword of Archangel Michael to put a shield of protection around me while I channel the energy for my collective. A star is born. Okay. Alright, what's going on in this energy, Spirit? What's going on in this energy, Spirit? Ooh, looks like somebody's in. There's a lot of this. Oh, don't do it. Oh, oops. I'm so sorry for laughing. Oh, the Fool card was the first card out, yeah? Which is Aquarius energy. And then we got Judgment in the reverse, which is Scorpio energy with the Nine of Swords. So maybe this is the signs of the individuals involved, or it could be your sign. But I don't really feel that. I feel that this is these energies that have been investing in this sinister attack, basically. Yeah, there's a lot of talk, probably about they may be seeing certain individuals are experiencing some type of misfortune, maybe karma. It is what it is. Whoever these individuals are, one thing I will say is they're very anxious, they're in despair, and they're angry as F-U-C-K. Very angry. I don't know why my phone cut off, but this is what's been happening. I'm quite sure if it's been happening to me, it's been happening to quite a few people. Where yeah, the powers that be, I've been trying the utmost best to keep certain information from getting out to the public by any means necessary. So, yes, my voice is back. It was gone yesterday. I drank that water that I boiled. Never tried that before. I didn't really want to take. I only took paracetamol purely because the pain, but I don't really like medication purely because that always leads to other things. And I struggle with certain things, so I don't want to go backwards, so I come too far. But anyway, it worked. So if anyone wants to know what that is, look at my posts. Basically, look at my profile, look at my posts. But what I want to say is, these people are fighting because the horn's been blown of judgment. They're experiencing it. I'm also sensing that there may be physical altercations. That's how serious the situation has got. So of course they're still stalking you, still tracking and hacking and cloning your phone. It is what it is, and no one cares at this point. For some of you, yeah, there's been an all-time high of this exposure. Those that know. Those that don't, you're gonna hear about it sooner or later. But yeah, sources air, so there's a lot of gossip. People are talking about this. This is serious because for some of you, they've got a whole community to assist them in targeting you and slandering you, defaming your character, literally. What I will say is, they were above and beyond to destroy you. They stopped at nothing. They left no stone unturned in their pursuit to tear you down. Now, I'm getting for some of you, it's purely because you walked away from certain individuals, purely because you come to the realization or you had an awakening that the relationship wasn't reciprocated. Some of you, they just outright abused you. Do you understand? And discarded you when it suited them. It's literally like they kept throwing you away, then reeling you back in with their sob stories. So basically, they played on your strong points, but they did it in a way where they deflected and made you feel as though you're not significant or you brought no worth to the whatever the relationship was, and that's not true. And for a lot of you, it's just outright jealousy. You're gonna find out. It's gonna become apparent because you already know this. But what I'm saying is, you're gonna see it verbally because this is people's talking about it. So I don't know if someone's gonna come and tell you, or you're gonna catch wind of this gossip. But it's actually become very clear that these people that you rode hard for was your number one enemies. They absolutely didn't like you. They just pretended to like you, which is quite sad, but it is what it is. Yeah. So I'm getting that these people are possibly, that's what their main concern is, that they've been all caught. So they're about to lose everything that they've gained, but they didn't earn it, if that makes any sense. It's literally like they got paid for degrading you. They got paid for slandering you. They got paid for defaming your character. Even your own family, you know? Do you know what I get? Do you know what I'm getting? They did you like they did Jesus. Yeah. If not worse. Because for Jesus, it came at a certain point when these people started to do this to him. But for some of you in my collective, this was done to you from you was born. You've been abused. For some of you, you have a lot of trauma that you've had to heal from. And if no one hasn't told you, I'm proud of you. So you should be proud of you too. Do not let the mistreatment of others affect your choices going forward. That's what Spirit wants to let you know. Not everybody's obviously not everybody's like that, but that's what they wanted you to believe. So in that way, you close off your heart chakra, ultimately closing or shutting the door on your blessings, basically. But they've been stealing your blessings from, yeah. But it is what it is, collective. Clarify the Five of Pentacles, please and thank you. Oh, the Eight of Cups. Give me one more. So, look, we've got the Eight of Cups in the upright and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So, what that tells me is, again, whatever message you received, Whatever these people was doing behind closed doors to set you up in some way, shape, or form, you became privy to it. So I'm getting that you walked away in the nick of time. Because they was gonna tennis you again. The same way they did you before, but this time worse. They would have made sure that you'd have been down and out for the count, is what I'm getting. That was their ultimate goal. They wanted to annihilate you, finish you off, but kind of like have it publicized. So you was on public display, basically, unbeknownst to you. Like I said, for some of you, your phone's hacked and cloned, so they're watching everything you do, who you talk to, and then grouping back up in their little gangs and discussing you like you are the topic of conversation. And you also live rent free in a lot of people's minds. But collective, let me just say this: they wanted the opposite. Do you understand? So what I'm sensing is everything that they've been doing, everything that they wished on you, whatever magic they've done, whoever they paid, everything that they wanted for you is now manifested in their reality. That's why they're pissed. Yeah, for some of you, some people will be going to jail. There's going to be a lot of court situations. There's been information that's been withheld that will be brought to you, but these people have been trying to block it. Because once you get information, then the ball can be rolling. It's like having tangible proof of what these people have been doing. Even if you know what they've been doing, like I said, you've reported it multiple times. Do you understand? You've watched things play out in front of your face, but these people try to portray you as crazy. I think the perfect example of crazy is the conduct of these individuals, including sending people to your platform to ask you questions that they then want to go behind the scenes and try and use against you in some way, shape, or form. I think you kind of tweet that. For a lot of you, they sent some scammers to try to woo you online to get you to open up and connect to them. At the same time, there's another set of individuals ready in position to send out whatever attack it is they had planned. And that's backfired. Yep, backfired. So anyway, now they're feeling the Ten of Swords, which is exactly what they wanted for you anyway. Understand? So this backdooring situation, this betrayal, yeah, I told you, they wanted you in heartbreak. They wanted you in your head, they wanted you heartbroken, they wanted you depressed. This is what's being discussed. So maybe they're discussing the fact of the tactics didn't work. Clearly they underestimated you. But the main perpetrators, I'm gonna say it again, is your own family. Yep. It's always the people you least expect. But yeah. So everything they wanted for you now is being manifested into their reality. For some of you, there's going to be court proceedings. That's what they're calling about. They're miserable now. Some of them's probably thinking to themselves, why did I get myself involved in this? You did it for money. Let's be for real. And people like this need to be exposed. It is what it is. They need to be exposed. Point blank, period. Yeah, they may be getting news about delays. So maybe they made plans or they probably wrote checks that their demonic hands couldn't cash, made bets, probably took out loans. Um, for some of you, they may have put up homes, their own children as collateral because they was adamant that this was going to work. So there's going to be a lot of loss this year, by the end of this year, or before then, if not before the end of this year. That's definite. Yeah. Mhm. World card is Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe these are the signs involved, or these could be any of your signs. But what I'm getting is, it's only upright serious you. They couldn't stop what you're destined for. They couldn't swap out your destiny. I'm also getting they might have used earth magic in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe they use elements in that sense, as well as frequencies. I'm also sensing that because they went so far, the world sees who they truly are. So whatever facade that they've been pushing for however long has literally just been obliterated. That's where I'm getting that shame and embarrassment energy from, clearly. Even your family. The thing about it is, for as much shame and embarrassment they feel, I'm not sensing any type of remorse at all. They felt justified in doing what they did. This is why their karma is going to be even more severe. And rightly so. So you may notice that people's energy is changing towards you, or now all of a sudden people may want to support you. Some people may want to come back and apologize. But it's up to you whether or not you choose to. Exactly, look. They see you as the high priestess. So that tells me that maybe someone was masquerading as you, Cancer, Scorpio energy. I'm getting a sibling, whether it's male or female, or both. Do you understand? That was extremely jealous and envious at the fact that you were the so-called golden child. Unbeknownst to you, man, but you realize after a while, but you've always known there is something different. You see what others don't, is what I will tell you. This is why they've been stalking and studying you so hard to better play the role of whoever is impersonating you, basically. And they've been found out. Yep, they've been found out. So not only they're gonna have the shame around the people they was working with, the whole world and the community are seeing them for who they truly are. I just said, now the pieces of this puzzle make sense and it's all fitting into place. Because although whatever narrative they were spreading, whatever they was doing, was so outlandish that people couldn't actually see it. So I believe these people was doing some type of energy manipulation to make it seem as though what they were saying was the truth, and it was far from the truth. Collective, okay, far from the truth. Now, you are a Queen of Pentacles. Let me just say that you are very connected with the Earth. You collaborate with the Earth effortlessly. You're very capable. You're a woman of worth. You're very practical. Well, you had to be practical because look at all what you've had to endure and overcome. And the fact that you have overcome it is testimony to not only your strength, but your courage and your will to survive, basically. Because I'll be honest with you, these people outright, flat out, was trying to take you out. There's no ifs or buts about it. They were trying to take you out. And they use anybody and everybody to assist them in their plot. I sense that someone's trying to race in, possibly to try and tell you some type of information. Now, you can also look at it, this is one of two ways. It could be the same people, because there's two swords on there, innit? Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone wants to come and give their version or give their poor excuse as to why they did what they did. Do you understand? It's like now they want to play nice because they know the ball's in your court, basically. You literally hold the keys to these people's survival because of what they did, man. There's no amount of apologies that can excuse the behavior of what these people have done. There's nothing, you know? So I don't know who this person is, but I would advise you don't even be interested. You listen, you're not obligated to anybody. You don't owe these people anything. Do you understand? But I can guarantee you they owe you everything. And they know it too. Not that they never admit it, but they know it too. And it's sad to say that a lot of these people are elders, literally dinosaurs. It's what makes it all the worse. People in certain corporations. A church is exactly that way, isn't it? It's a coven. And what made it worse is because you expose the dark side of these individuals that do one thing in a day in front of the public. Do you understand? And then do their nefarious actions under the guise of darkness. They've been doing it. Yeah, some of you, they was trying to get your ace of cups, but you're already in it, so newsflash, ain't gonna work. So these organizations, we're talking of every aspect. I said this already, and I've said this, and I'll say it again. They have people positioned in every walk of life to help facilitate their thievery, to facilitate their lies, their slander. Do you understand? To keep their secrets, probably get rid of evidence. Excuse me, but the divine's seen everything anyway, so it is what it is. Now the Emperor, who's in the reverse, for me, Aries energy. That could be you or the individuals involved. There's one particular individual that for I'm sensing, because they've done these things behind your back. They're not only not sure about how much you know, but what I will say is they might feel a slight embarrassment, but to be quite honest with you, like I said, this is what they do. They've made a career out of this type of behavior. And there's always individuals that they will act like, oh, I don't know that person. They do. They've always known that person. They all belong to the same crew. For some of you, this emperor is hiding a secret. He's hiding multiple secrets, actually. STDs of both kinds, spiritual and physical. There's a lot of download energy in this energy too. There's a lot of people hiding in the closet. So maybe blackmail might come into play at some point. Who knows? So wherever these people are, they're fired up. They want to come and speak, but there's not so much that, because they know full well they have no ground. You don't have to, you're not obligated, like I said, you don't have to listen to anybody. Anything they want to say is not worth the air out of their mouth, basically, because it's still going to be lies. They're literally just going to try and protect themselves or cover themselves, hoping that you'll shield them from their karma. Absolutely not. No one's interested. Someone trying to cling on to you for dear life. So the lies are being exposed. This is why the lies are being exposed. So whatever fabricated information they've been drumming up, it's not adding up. This is probably why they've been trying to keep you hidden. This is probably why they've been hacking your accounts, cloning your phone, locking you out of your own accounts. There's a thief here that has been trying to extort money out of you, but using your image. And that's a serious charge, in fact. Whoever these people are, I'm sensing it is a sibling as well. And possibly the new supply of the the ex that really hates you. I don't understand. You don't know this person from a hole in the wall, so that's a bit strange. But this is the same individuals that I've been drumming up a whole host of lies. At some point, I'm sure they actually got caught out on their lies, so then they probably lied on top of that to cover the lie they'd already been telling. So someone's about to lose the Ace of Pentacles, and if they're about to lose the Ace of Pentacles, that tells you one of two things. Yeah, it was never theirs in the first place. Do you understand? So whatever fraudulent documents that they was using to steal from you has been exposed. So if they altered information or they altered documents, that's a crime. Do you understand? And I pray to God that these people get prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. There is no new start for these people, but there is for you. Do you understand? So embrace it. It doesn't matter. They can paint things, they can sell out as many illusions as they like. Do you understand? They can't distort your energy. They can't control your mind. If anything, it's the other way around. I'll say it again. You live rent free in these people's minds. And that's what they choose to do with their free will. For some of you, these people have made fraudulent claims, false allegations, filed false reports. Do you understand? Possibly even created or falsified information to further their lives, basically. That didn't check out. Do you understand? The chariot in the verse is Cancer. This could be your energy or someone else. I can't get, and this is people involved, not even you. Because in the reverse, this could be old friends or even the family of your old friends. But basically, they were trying to not only stop your destiny, they're trying to wipe you out so that they could then, whoever they had cloned ready to step in your shoes, basically, so to speak, shoes that don't even fit themselves. Let me just say that much. There's no fraud for these people. They literally just curse every lifetime, include not even so much this one, but every lifetime and their children, even their grandchildren, and their children's children, even their grandchildren's children. There's no coming back from this at all. The lovers. It could be a lover is involved or your family work with ex-lovers. This is a previous lover that's probably, I'm going from like 2019 upwards. In all honesty, I'm going in from 2019 upwards. So if you remember who was around at that time, it's them. So basically, they was just a handler sent in to stop your destiny. But what you didn't know is this is the same person that was not only down low, but this is the same person that is a warlock. So this is what they specialize in. This is the skill set. This is the only skill set that they have. Do you understand? And what's between their legs. They think that's their qualification. That is their profession, basically. Male or female, because for some of you, it would be a woman, because for the rest of you, it's a man, but it's still the same energy, period. Jezebelian spirit. Heavy Jezebelian spirit. But yeah, there's no gifts for these people. And if they did have any gifts, they're about to lose it or they have lost it. This is what they do. They find certain individuals with whatever talent so that they can then sacrifice these individuals. No, what they do is they get close first, study everything about them to then target them, sacrifice them, and then walk in their energy, basically. Yeah. These are very, very dark individuals. Heartless, soulless, And their biggest concern is being exposed. Their biggest concern is being in poverty. But that's where they started. Before they decided to do all this bullshit, that's where they started. So where you started is where you're going to go back to. Good riddance, that's what I say. For some of you, it's been a long time coming. For some of you, it's been your whole life. But you've only been really aware of it of the last, 10 years, I would say? Yeah, you're still moving on to common waters. So even after all the dumb shit that they did, you're still going to have a harmonious future. Do you understand me? You maybe wanted to take a journey, maybe. Hey, I may as well just say it. You may even want to completely immigrate and go somewhere totally, like, go right over the other side of the road. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But you're going to get a message about this because swords is air. And I'm also hearing these little demons saying, I can't believe they got away. Nobody gets away. So to me, it was meant to play out like this, as tough as it was, you know? So it's over for these people. Literally, it's over for these people. So whatever daggers they've been throwing, they're still trying to attack, but it is what it is. It ain't gonna do shit. So this is coming in fast, wherever it is. For some of you, you had to defend your territory, and you did, even blindly so, because for some of you, before you actually realized who these people were, because you wouldn't expect it to be them. But then getting that spirit kind of showed you or reminded you of instances where your intuition probably told you, but you chose, for whatever reason, you chose to ignore it or not act on it. So I know for a lot of you, that's the thing that's going to be playing in your mind now. The instances you peep game on certain things, but whatever spell you was under, you just didn't want to believe that of these individuals, and that's exactly what it was the whole time. If not worse, yet there. You beat the devil. That's where they're pissed off. They try to portray you as exactly as who they are, willingly. Remember, that's what they chose to do with their free will, regardless. So there's nothing these people can say to talk their way out of it, is what I am getting. So if they try to sacrifice you up to the devil, or they try to put you in devil energy, or portray you as a devil, no. Everything they said about you is everything they are. This is why they sound so convincing, because they're only describing their own characteristics, but they're just attaching your name to it. That's a fact. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Page of Swords. They've been trying to delay you, basically. For some of you, I won't say they delayed you. If anything, I would just say that it slowed down a bit. But you got to see it in this point. There were still things you had to see or learn or accept, maybe even awaken to, or even for you to go back, reflect, and look at it differently. Is what I'm getting. Look at it differently, and you did that. You know, and then you was able to plan your next steps and move forward. Who knows? Because you was also getting little nudges about these things as well. Is what I will say. So now they're receiving some type of disappointing news, delays, maybe even jail time. More than likely jail time. Rightly so. I hope they get the book thrown at them. Sorry. Some of them are going to have an example made out of them purely for the fact of the amount of time they wasted and resources, all for a lie, which really was their reality, basically. They just attached you to it. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Some of you may have assets, property that was taken. Someone wants to give you some type of message, or someone wants to rush in to be like the first one to talk to you or to get their side across. Which for me, I see that as comical actually. I mean, you think about it, the same way they backstabbed you, exploited you, they're getting a taste of it and they don't like it. So it's like they want to get their side across first, hoping that would ease their karma or they can evade something. And that's not happening. Like I said, you don't owe these people nothing. Do you understand? There's nothing they can say to validate or warrant what they did and how far they went. And the fact that they didn't just put you in harm or danger or try to harm your life, they even attacked your children. So this is clearly what the divine wants you to share with the rest of the world. Yeah, shit's coming out. I told you, magician. That's a warlock. So some warlock committees have been exposed. Dark warlock committees, sorry. Yeah. Could be 7 people, doesn't have to be, but yeah, they're fighting about this. They're not, these are people that obviously tries to portray themselves as like holier than thou, the best thing since sliced bread. And it was nothing but that. Do you understand? So anything that was done in the dark has come to light. So whatever they was hiding under these moon cycles to try and stop their little secrets from coming out didn't work. Didn't work. And they knuckled down on this shit. So yeah. So I get in a fake Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's not someone kind. That's someone bitter, evil, lustful, demonic, greedy, envious, and probably uses clever magic to make them appear as such. What I'm getting is it's either they present themselves with what they've siphoned off other people, or they stalk people and then mimic the same qualities. So it kind of looks like someone got played as well. Good, that's what you get. I did say last year you're going to get played by the same people you played with, and I was coming into fruition. Clearly, it's coming into fruition. It's already here. Maybe someone's not happy or restless, bored, or they've had enough of the shit they're going through. It's like they can't take no more. Tough. You made your bed, you can lie in it. But I believe they were trying to do this to you to make you like hadn't have enough of these attacks. Do you know what I mean? They wanted you to kind of like give up and walk away or succumb to what they was doing. So whatever manipulation they was doing is now in their reality. So maybe some of them was acting a bit unhinged, possibly. It's like they can't control themselves. But for you, it's a thing where you're kind of more to yourself, and I get it. And I agree with you. I don't blame you for being this way because you notice there's more, it looks like there's more unhealed people walking amongst us than there is healed. You understand? Purely because of how they behave once you're in a certain vicinity because your energy is that potent. These people, whatever's in them that they're trying to hide or suppress or willingly wanted, comes out. But they do it in a way where they're trying to make it seem as though It's you that the issue is. No, it ain't. It's them. It's their own insecurities or their demons that they haven't dealt with. They want to try and project onto you because you mirror whatever it is that they lack inside or they've not healed. If that makes any sense. So you're at the Nine of Pentacles. You on the brink of some type of financial success, material security. For some of you, these people have been basically living off you, but torturing you at the same time. They had a whale of a time. They partied, they celebrated, and then whilst they was hacking and cloning your devices, they was watching your sorrow, they was watching your despair, and they laughed. It was hilarious to these people. Now they're going through exactly that. And they deserve it too. And more. Much more. Queen of Swords on the bottom. Yeah. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. And you don't apologize for none of it. You got nothing to apologize for. Do you understand? So this is a fake ass person. What I'm getting. A King of Wands in reverse. This is someone who likes to bully people. This is like a pathological liar, a cheater, a gigolo. And I wouldn't be surprised me if it's the same Emperor in reverse. Do you understand? That clearly chose or said or believed you wasn't good enough. You understand? They went and found better. The grass was greener. And then found out it was rotten astroturf. Spiritually polluted astroturf. So whoever which one it was that passed on these entities, that's what you get for being a dirtbag. Four of Pentacles on the bottom. They wanted you penny pinching, yet though they're the ones living off of your assets. Make that make sense? That's coming out or it's out already. But they don't want the community to know because then they're going to realize just how long some of the individuals have been doing it for. Because I'm going to say it again, collective, you're not their first victim. But I guarantee you'll be their last. Could there be no coming back? Listen, their life is over. The only people that they can pick up now is people like them. Once the public are fully aware, this even could be televised. That's how bad it is. Do you understand? Literally. And then the people that was supporting and assisting these individuals, they're wondering why they're getting backlash and karma and shit's going wrong. It's because of these people. They're going to twig. And it's another reason why, for some of you, you've been speaking up on this and they've done everything in their power to try and silence you. And you won't be silenced. Ever. So it clearly shows how weak they are. The fact that they had to work with others and group up and gang up to come against one individual. Whilst they believed you stood alone. They got you twisted. You do have there's two cards there. Yeah, you have to defend your shit. Listen, you defended your territory with grace. Because I'm telling you now, there's things that the divine has deliberately kept you from being able to see, and I get it, and I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for it. Because they said some real vile, heinous things about you. They more than dragged your name through the mud. They dragged you through the mud, the hedge, the shit, the sewage. Do you understand? The garbage bins, the garbage trucks. They did it all. And worse. Even the same people that they was fornicating with didn't like you. Jealousy. They found your energy intimidating, but they didn't want to project it and make you feel as though there's something wrong with you, or you're inadequate, or you're not good enough. You was more than good enough. If anything, I go as far to say is they never deserved you in the first place. Yeah? And do you know what they have to live with? They will never, whilst you're breathing air, ever get the pleasure of coming across another individual like you. Once in a lifetime. Do you understand? They never expected you to be as strong as you are. They never expected you to be as villain as you are. In fact, I go as far to see the devil's come out again. I go as far to say as they thought you was weak. They thought you was weak, gullible, naive, stupid. For some of you, I'm even sensing revenge porn. For some of you, these individuals was actually, or the people you was connected to, without your consent, they were taking intimate, private pictures of you and then selling it to their little friends, making money. So basically, they was trafficking you, hacking into your CCTV. They watch you 24/7, unbeknownst to you. This is why, for some of you, you're gonna remember this. This is why, yeah. There were times where, when she was healing, yeah, you found peace going to certain areas, or maybe certain you had little favorite places that you never told anyone about. But funny enough, lo and behold, this same warlock would turn up at these same spots. How did they know you was there? Because they hacked and cloned your phone. So it was watching and tracking everything you was doing. But yet they were making out like and making reports that you're stalking them. You're obsessed with them. When all along it was them. And now people can see it clear as day. You don't care, you healed. You never once sought revenge. You've done nothing but tell the honest truth. You accepted accountability for the part you played, like not following your instincts when you peep certain things, allowing this person to abuse you constantly, roll you back in with false promises. For some of you, this person was physically violent to you and sexually violent to you. So they used the third party to evade the SA charges. Do you understand? Including their family too. Because there's evidence on these things, man. Yeah, there's evidence on these things. So wherever there's these people in authority, I'm talking the police. For some of you, your own family members are in the force. They deliberately got that position for this specific reason. Do you understand? Because they know you're not stupid. They know you're going to report shit. And this is why nothing was ever done. But yet, though, lo and behold, you can be investigated off the back of a falsified report and falsified allegations. Oh, it's getting deep in here. Yeah, you beat the devil. They just don't want to admit who they are. They're trying to turn around. They're trying to steal your wheel of fortune, your good luck, all the hard work that you've done since the time you came down to since the time you was born on this realm. Let me just say that. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio energy, Aquarius, yeah? I'm getting these are the people involved. I don't feel, even though I don't feel as you carry energy signs. You might do. I feel like these are the people that work the hardest to turn your wheel of fortune into their favor for their advantage. And that shit blew up in their face. It blew up expeditiously, in fact. Yeah. All because you turned down this fake offer. And the mad thing about it is, collective, is this same individual that betrayed you, Ten of Swords you, do you understand? That's in the closet. Let me be very clear. Not going to sugarcoat nothing. That's in the closet here. Had the audacity to try and offer you some fake fish in a cup. So that's not a genuine love offer. You're trying to set you up. And I see why. These people was actually projecting to you and trying to come to you in your dreams. In fact, I go as far to say is this person was actually spiritually rapingu. Do you understand? Until the divine told you to protect yourself. Ah, hit the nail on the head, didn't I? Because I noticed how, considering you've hacked my YouTube channel, anytime I hit the nail on the head, because this is what they don't want out. Because every time you speak your truth, because you are a true speaker, that's your divine birthright. That's your contract with the divine. Do you know what happens? You shift that energy and it backfires onto these same people. The minute I say shit that correlates with what they've done, they jump off. Yeah, so because you rejected this fraudulent love offer. And the funny thing is, collective, no one that approached you, this man tried to come to you in your dreams. With the third party, man. Let me be clear on that one. I'll go as far to say they was both involved. Do you know how nasty that is? Disgusting. So if you woke up feeling funny, it was these people. You woke up with scratches on you, that there was no explanation as to where it came from. This is why. This is why. They was attacking you in the astral realm. They can't do that shit no more. Because they're blocked. Do you understand? Because you cut those cords. These are the things that they don't teach people. So these people in the church, you're full of shit. Because you know exactly what you're doing. That's why you can't be trusted. Until I hear you speak on certain things and let your congregation know what's really going on, you signed an allegiance with the governor of this realm. That's a fact. And this is why you people are trying to harm me the way you are. I don't care. Right is right or wrong is wrong. And you people are dead wrong. But yet that you think you can live lavish off the misfortune, blood, sweat, and tears of others that look up to you. And you're nothing but idolaters and liars and thieves and predators, clearly. Because this is also why a certain individual, have you noticed there's a certain kettle of warlock that specifically goes for or targets women with children? Or if he finds a woman that's off like in the light, may not be fully awakened, that's when they like to catch him. Then they love bomb you. The minute you're intimate with these people, it could have been 10, 15 years ago. They still stay attached to you. And then they wait to see what you build up because that's in your birthright. That's your birthright. That's your destiny. And then they steal it spiritually. This is why you got to do cord cuttings. In fact, I'll go as far to say do a cord cutting every week just to make sure. Pray to your ancestors. Remove these energies. You move these demons, these toxins out of your energy. That's what they've been doing. This is what they don't tell people. You need to tell these people these things. I've been saying it since 2021. This is why they hacked my accounts. But yet, though I'm crazy, research everything I've said and see what comes up. Now technology is advanced, but what it is, everybody's so far in demon energy, they already went the wrong way, but they can still redeem yourself. Do you understand? You gain the world, but you've lost your soul. You chose earthly riches. I chose spiritual riches. And that shit money can't buy. No amount of money could buy. That's what you don't like. No matter what you did to these people, you still didn't change. The amount of heartache you've been through for decades, the amount of betrayals, the amount of brutal, unwarranted, unjustified attacks that you lived through, you overcame. There's nothing on this planet that you can say to rectify the damage, the hurt, the harm, the trauma you cause people that gave you nothing but unconditional love. And that's why the Most High is going to make you suffer even more. That's why it's going to make you suffer all the more. Because even still, then, we still didn't wish no harm on you. We never once sought revenge. The only thing we prayed for is justice. And look here. And that's why you're pissed. Because you've taken the identity of somebody else and put it on like a goddamn meat suit. And that's what you're parading around in the society. People that know these individuals know for a while who these people are. Because for some of you, there might have been the odd, whether it be a family member or even a friend, that saw you with these people in public and told these people in front of you in their face they're no good. And your loyalty, your blinded loyalty, defended it. You defended the people and didn't listen to what was said. And I get it. We've all done it. You take accountability for it. Do you understand? Whatever karma God chose you to have, or whatever the case may be, you accepted it. It is what it is. But you see, these people, they will never take accountability for the shit they did because they know how far they went. And this is what also confirms that they've done this many times to many people. The only difference is they couldn't take you out. They couldn't take you out. But they have the cheek to say, oh, that person's the devil, that person does magic. If that's the case, collective, if that's the case, chat, where's our riches? Think about it logically. If that's really the case, where is our riches? But what I will say is, where is my money for the content you stole? Do you understand me? That you profited from because you hacked people's devices and got whoever to impersonate whatever fraudulent paperwork you had, possibly saying, oh, this person's my wife or that person's my husband. Understand? You think we don't know? Yeah, we know. You're reaping everything you've sown. The same family members that took our other family members out of jealousy, but yet they'll have the audacity to be stood in their funeral. You're lucky. You're lucky we found God. You're lucky we surrendered to the Most High because you know it yourself. This is why you've been running around this false narrative. Oh, I'm afraid of this person. Even getting people to lie and say that we've laid a hair on your head. That's a barefaced lie. Because for some of you, you have no history of any kind of violence. So what they did, they falsified information. They falsified documents. And these same corrupt police officers, ooh, I feel sorry for you. You got to live with that regardless. But yeah, you got a King of Cups out here. They're trying to stop this person from coming into you. Because this person is in divine alignment with you. This is, I'm kind of saying this could be, or you've got options. A true divine counterpart. Do you understand? That your energies resonate. So these fake ass warlocks that's now trying to watch you, stalk you to try and pretend to be on that same kind of energy, that shit's not gonna work. Because you're marked. That's how far you went. You're spiritually marked. Do you know what I'm sensing strongly as well? It's really, really weird. It might not be the same for everybody, but I'll just give it like a little example, yeah? When you're anywhere near any of these kind of individuals, yeah, the minute they open their mouth or come within arm's length of you, your spirit is repulsed. Like, brother, but worse than that. Do you understand me? And that should tell you. First of all, if they've been targeting you, or they're a covert warlock, and they have not one good intention. But people are walking by sight and not by spirit. That's what's freaking people up. Yeah. They try to have you in despair, feeling all disappointment. And this is why they tried to destroy everything you was building. What they couldn't steal, they would destroy. Period. And what's the first step to destroying someone? Smearing their name, lying on them. Do you understand? I'll even go as far as to say these people was falsifying information. Like somebody was hacking your phone to the point of they was changing shit in your phone, but trying to make out to the world that you're crazy. You got evidence of this, but when you did report it, the authorities did nothing. They got an answer to that too. And I myself have been to the authorities where I've said to them, what does it take for you people to do something? Have they got to actually kill me before you're going to do anything? And I believe so. Because for some of you, these people was being paid not to get involved or not to do anything. But yet, though, they can make false reports and barefaced lie and you get investigated. Make that make sense. So they wanted you disappointed because you got to realize, yeah, they wanted you hopeless. They were doing anything possible to lower your vibrations. Do you understand me? Or for their own narcissistic, grandiose gain. Period. And that's family too. And even friends. But it doesn't matter. Bad is bad. Doesn't matter how much bad you did, bad is bad, full stop. But for some of these individual collectors, I'm telling you, they've made this their job description. You know how you would go to college to learn a qualification, just on me, learn a skill? That's them. Do you understand? But to do demonic shit, to abuse, use even children. Once they have, once they enter with you, they have access to your children. So once you chose to cut the cords and walk away and heal, this is a version of your. This is the healed version that they will never have the privilege of being anywhere near. This is why they have to stalk you. That's as close as they can get. Because they definitely can't astral project. Could you make sure you close that door too? There's something you can do, yeah, where you, I'm not gonna say it on it because like I said, they're already hacking and cloning shit. And I've done it myself. So I can speak on I've done it myself. You mix a few ingredients together, yeah. You say a specific prayer in the Bible. Not no ritual in the woods around some fire. Not no sex orgy with multiple Jezebels sharing everybody else's bodily fluids. No. You mix these three ingredients together and you rub it, you wipe it, you rub it around your belly button. That's a spiritual port of entry. Do you understand? Especially when you're sleeping. They love it. Because they think you're wide open. So they've been taking big advantage of that one. Do you understand? Disgusting. I'm embarrassed and ashamed to even know I was associated with these individuals. But I had to go through that to learn the lessons. Do you understand? To wisen up, to learn the wisdom from it, to have the understanding that I was never taught as a child. Because I was abused from a child. That's my input. And I've done nothing but share information since they sacrificed my mother. Whose picture's there? And this is why they hate to see me. Because I remind them every time they see my face of what they did, how they tortured her. Do you understand? So yeah, you've got multiple options. You've got a King of Cups. It might come out. I think it may come out, and a King of Pentacles. But yeah, you've got a King of Cups. Someone wants to give you some love. Someone wants to show you what it means. The same unconditional love that you've always shown and always given. Now is your time to receive it. These people didn't want it. They didn't want that. They didn't want it to happen. So what your family was doing, because they hacked and cloned your phone, they was deliberately sending in false counterparts, telling them what to do to get you to let your guard down. And they all came in the same. They all came in lustful, didn't they? The gift of the gab. Notice how it's the same MO, just different individuals. You peep game. But you know what, collective? I'm seeing this online a lot, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And I've been given the gift of my voice. My voice is karma. You're damn right I'm gonna speak on it. Another one, then how does she know this? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Some things are ingrained. Do you understand me? What's that thing? Someone was saying something about fat. Was it past life regression or remembering your past, who you was in the past? This is what I tell people. Look into your heritage. Find out your bloodline. Because this goes on in all families, you know. But when you're going through, you're not going to think that. But when you see what's going on in the world, you've been knowing it. You just chose not to speak up on it. Because straight away, they want to portray you as mad. But this is what the powers that be already know, because they've been using us, like they've been using it against us. Do you understand? How early is it? See, it's not even 9:30 and the neighbors blasting like music. Anytime I come on and do a live, this is what they do. It's all a distraction tactic. All a distraction tactic. Just like I don't like the smell of cannabis no more. So what they do is they deliberately get people to come through the block, smoking weed through the block. And you're not allowed to smoke in here. You're not allowed to smoke in this, and that's why I'm glad you're not allowed to smoke in this block. So check this one. This is funny. Purely because of my skin color, who do you think gets to blame? Me. Ain't me, you know. It's not me. But purely because of my skin color, I got the blame. And wasn't even me. And that pissed me off. It's like they never even asked or got proof purely because my skin color, they assumed, and that made me guilty. Yeah. And it's the shit that we got to put up with. Hell no. Not having it. But anyway, page of wands. Good news. No matter what they did to you, you never gave up. And that's what pissed them off too. Because they're tired. Do you understand? But are they relenting? No. No. We ain't giving up. This is what shows you we were built from a different cloth. You understand? We've had to they assumed you was alone, earthly, but spiritually, no, you wasn't. You just got to wake up and remind yourself who you are. For some of you didn't even get a chance to do that because your own family set you up to fail from day one. I'll be honest with you, because I've experienced it, and that's exactly how it is. Your own family set you up to fail. And if you got the call in, of course they did. But they didn't want you to answer the call. So they made sure they kept you at a certain level. But what they didn't realize is you skyrocket above them spiritually. And once you accept it and embrace it, shit changes. You understand me? They have one concept, whereas you don't. You've never had that. You just didn't speak on it. But they made you feel that all these things was bad and evil and demonic. No, bitches, what you're doing is demonic. Because I'm not sitting out in no campfire doing rituals, slaughtering animals, sacrificing animals. John, we don't do shit like that. But you guys do, don't you? I know. I know. Nice cups. Rightfully yours. Claim it. Claim it with authority. Claim it with your sovereignty. It's your divine birthright, period. Yeah, it's funny how the Nine of Cups fell on the Six of Swords, which is moving into common waters, healing. Knight of Cups. You're gonna want people that's gonna want to be friendly to you now. They want to be your friend. It's in the upright. I wouldn't say uh people love you anyway, but what I'm trying to say to you is it's up to you, innit? It's your free will. But I know for a lot of you, you're very cautious. Whereas these people try to have you at such an state of anxiety, they wanted you to make mistakes. They were trying to deliberately push you down the wrong path or poke and prod and provoke you into some type of negative response, knowing all the time that these people was there ready, like they was watching like you was the cinema, and they had front row seats to your demise, basically. Yeah, do you know what I mean? To me, this is them. They're at a stalemate because there's nothing they can do. You know what you know, and there's nothing they can do to sway you. It's like your willpower, your courage, just your spirit angers them. So now they've tried to attack you in all aspects, at all angles of your life, and still you stand firm. They don't like that. But like I said, one's is fine. They're probably fighting about this. Do you understand? Yeah, 91's in the reverse. So that ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. There's no transformation for these people. That's what they wanted for you. So they just believed the more people that they would get on this little bandwagon, that they would persevere with their nefarious, malicious acts towards you. For some of you, they wanted you to take yourself out. Now I know you might have been sensing that kind of energy, but you know that's not your energy. But these people have been relentlessly targeting you in the shadows, like the weak cowards, pathetic cowards that they are. But not one of these people could approach you face to face and have a conversation. They can't do that. They got to manipulate first. So clearly, they're the ones with the mental imbalance. They're the ones with the mental issue. They're the ones that's emotionally immature. Because look how you blossomed. Look at how you present yourself. So when they was hacking your phone, yeah, they were trying to act like you've got something to hide. They were just trying to deflect from who they truly are. They're just trying to deflect from people looking into them. But it's been proven you're exactly the same as you are behind closed doors that you are in the public. Yeah. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Look at that. Everything I said was the truth. People don't like the truth, do they? Yeah. What you're doing is rest and rejuvenating. If that was in reverse, that must mean their ass is being laid to rest. But their ass is being laid to rest once and for all. They're being stopped in their tracks. But some of you are going to receive some type of compensation or whatever assets these people are trying to hide that belongs to you that they've been using to attack you, man. Ain't that madness? Funny that, isn't it? But yet, these people are being trying to like run you down, slag you off, but they're not telling people the same material items that they're flashing and showing off, like, oh, look at my this and look at my that, belongs to you. That's what they want to stay hidden. And this is where your Comcast family come into play on this one. Yeah. The truth card is out. That's just confirmation, isn't it? I'm feeling that not only do you come to the realization, you have to accept certain things for what it is. For some of you, you just still choose to have a higher perspective. And I'll be honest with you, for a lot of us, the old version of us, the way we may have responded, would have played right into these people's lives and the narrative that they was pushing. That was the overall agenda, basically, so that they can continue to live and extort what's rightfully yours. They wanted you to accept breadcrumbs. I mean, nobody was there when you was going through your dark night of the soul. No one was there for you when you was going through the suffering. Nobody was there for you when you had to transmute all the energy that these people placed on you that was never your burden. But like I said, when you're unaware, they get a free one. But once you're aware, oh no. All that shit back. I had to do it. So I'm a prime example. I'm living proof of it. And this is why they've been going so hard to destroy me and take me out. You took out my family members. You're going to pay for that. I promise you. This is what they do, collective. As sad as it is, this is what they do. Any more confirmation for this energy, spirit, please and thank you. Collective. This is your justice. This is your justice. And their judgment, because they choose to continue on their dumb shit, yeah. They know there's not no chance. It's like they want to bully you into like giving them a pass. Are you crazy? And I've said it myself. Do you know what I mean? Because you couldn't get us. You've targeted some of our children. The same way you've done to us. Now, some of us parents have to see some of our kids go through addiction. That's the lowest form of evil I've ever had the displeasure of witnessing. Now, you're going to have that in your existence. I don't know how the Most High deals with that kind of karmic situation, but what I do know is you're finished. Your kids are finished, your grandkids are finished, and your kids' are finished, and your kids are finished. Do you understand me? You've obliterated your bloodline. That's your own fault. We ain't got no, we don't feel no pity for you. Yeah, that's what you're fighting. That's what you want people to fight. Fight for what? We're not stupid. Because we knew what you was doing. We just didn't really understand it. But once we became aware and we tapped in, it was game over. This is why you people was going so hard. But imagine, I'll say it again, it took a whole group of you. Family members too. The community is involved as well. And it's really funny because the same way it came out, I remember I've experienced this also. But then come to find out, it's one thing that you didn't assist anybody, but it's another thing to know exactly what was happening and you chose to keep quiet because you was paid. Ooh, I feel sorry for you. Well, I don't really, but I just said it anyway. I need the same people too. So expect a lot of fake apologies. I ain't interested. I'll tell you, because I know you're in my chat hiding. I'll tell you straight up from now. Stay away from me. Okay? Not interested, and I don't care. Stay away from me. I made that very clear multiple times. And I'm saying it again. Stay the F away from me. This was in the reverse. So this is a King of Swords in reverse. Like I said, an evil narcissist. This could be like a stepfather or another family member. Even though it says King of Swords, it could still be a man. I mean, it still could be a woman, I mean, you know. But this is also someone that was either given these orders or helping to facilitate these lies and this abuse. You understand? Someone of authority. So this could be like solicitors, judges, like I said, doctors, people in the hospital. Mm. Yep. And it's in reverse. So that just tells me you was a collaborator in all of this. I hope you're well. I hope you're really proud of yourself. Because at one point, it's like these people used to like show off about this, about what it was doing to people, unbeknownst to the individual that it was targeting. Do you hear that alarm siren? Confirmation. Hmm. Again, confirmation. Yeah. Thank you. And they partied, but they yeah, this was funny to them. Do you know what? I'll go as far to say is they got off on this. They got aroused by this type of shit. This is how vile and bottom feeding these individuals are. So you see whatever karma they're going through, you can't look no pity now. I'm so sorry. Because like I said, and it's one thing that you came for us, and then once you saw that you couldn't do us nothing, you thought you would go for what you believe was the weakest link, which was our children. Then you really effed up. You understand? But like I said, and I said again, we still remain balanced. No matter what we had less of, we still stay balanced. But what I will say is, these people, you people need to teach your children these things, and parents also, you need to take accountability for these type of nasty ass ballers, whether they're male or female, that you're picking up. Do you understand me? Don't be so quick and so fast just because he's being nice to you. Don't be so desperate. 'Cause that's what I'm getting. It's desperate. So of course they're gonna come in telling you everything you want to hear. Do you understand me? All they want is one intimate act. Do you understand? Or one intimate time with you, and it's game over for you. Don't get me wrong. People that are spiritually awakened, people that are spiritually evolved, we stand out like a lighthouse, basically. And this is what takes me back to more so like your family set you up to fail. They're gonna pay for that too. But to choose not to gain the knowledge, do you understand? To better help your offspring says a lot about you people. But most of you people just had your offsprings as another energy supply for shit like this. Do you understand? Hmm. Disgusting. I feel repulsed. But yeah, take what you want from it. But it is what it is. Like yesterday, I think yesterday I was doing a live here, and I was sharing some important wisdom and guidance and understanding. And purely because once you can give people the tools, yeah. But this is what my nan would say to me. My nan would say to me, you can you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. So I can give you the tools, but it's up to you if you choose to implement them or not. Do you understand me? And it's how you can tell the fake from the real. Because I ain't asking them for nothing. There's a big difference. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't asking them. I'm not out there begging them for nothing. If I ain't got shit, I go without it. What you stole is being returned. So whatever judgment you're supposed to get, that's on you. Because you think about the amount of times you people have been doing this, yeah. This is why I know that you must just be using it to just spend on your addictions and to further hide your download secrets. Because what have you got to show for everything you've been stealing from people? What have you got to show? Nothing. What, a few material items? That ain't mean shit. 'Cause when you die, you can't take it with you, can you? All right then. You should have invested that shit, built up your generational wealth to leave a legacy for your children, for your family. That I can put some respect on. But squandering it and showing off and having parties and acting like an outright tramp, I'm supposed to look up to that shit. Hell no. Hell no. And you got the audacity to call us crazy. But yet, the shit you're doing behind closed doors. And then you wonder why you got all these entity attachments and STDs, incurable ones too. Nasty bitches. Excuse my French. I just say it like that. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that you're targeting the younger generation to not only abuse them and extort them, yeah, you want to teach your own offspring how to be just as nasty as you. How does that make any sense? So how are you healing your bloodline? That's the whole point, in it. That was never your intention. Never your intention. I took the path less traveled, and I'm glad I did. Because look where I am now. You want to watch what you judge people on based on what they have. I don't. Because the type of wisdom and the knowledge that I've gained since 2019, no amount of money could pay for that. That's the shit that will live on. That's the shit that's like a legacy. Do you understand me? Not the fact that you can run around behind closed doors and do the type of nastiness, abuse and violate people relentlessly, lie and slander, and then pay people with assets that you stole. Do you understand me? That says a lot about you. It really does. And the most I said he will restore everything that was taken, and he has. So I ain't not forgetting you people's out there trying to do dark magic and siphon off people's beauty. But yet they're telling people that they're ugly. But yet though, look at the trolls you're laying down with. Yeah. I don't go based on appearance. I go based on what's genuinely in somebody's heart, what energy they carry, what's their morals, what's their integrity, are they honorable, are they a leader? They were supposed to be leading by example, especially the elders as well. And it's like, what are you leading? You want to lead your own bloodline to the slaughter for pennies. Do you understand? Because what have you got now? Nothing. Vile. And sometimes some things just have to be said. It's just like, what's wrong with you people? I know what's wrong with you people. You're demented. Look at that. Look at that. Excuse me. I'm literally just gonna. I've not eaten yet. Let's see if the ancestors, what the ancestors have to say. I know some of you are having nightmares as well. Because the same way as when we have our spiritual awakening, yeah, when there's shit that you haven't learned or there's lessons that you haven't learned, God's got a funny way of one, either making you see these things in meditation or in your dream, whatever the case may be, but you'll bring that shit into reality. Do you understand? So I keep putting you through the same shit until you get the lesson. Do you understand? And extract from it whatever you were supposed to extract from it. He's not going to tell you. You understand me? That's for you to figure out. That's the difference. You expect shit to just be handed to you. I don't have nothing handed to me at all. So yeah, I learned the hard way, and I'm glad I did. Because no one can take credit for anything that I've come through or I've achieved other than the Most High. And that includes fake ass people as well. So when you people trying to like isolate individuals, you've done us a favor. Can we embrace that shit like we're tying shoelaces? I don't know why I said tying shoelaces. I don't know why they told me that came out, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I drank that thing. Remember yesterday, I never had no voice. But yeah, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? When I was exposing certain things yesterday on my live, imagine I made sure my battery was full. I made sure my mic was full. Like it was, I fully charged it. Yeah, this is how you know they're in your phone because then they're hacking it, and what they do is, it logged me out. It logged me off the app, and then it's telling me that what is it? I got no reception or some shit like that. But I'm one of the crazy ones. Okay, keep telling yourself that the first should be last, and the last is first. I don't know if anybody, whoever it resonates with, innit? Some people just like to see their sauce be exposed. That's why you're on there on fake accounts. And that's cool. I really don't care. You're not gonna silence me. You're not gonna bully me. It is what it is, and you're getting your judgment. Period. And it's been a long time coming, guys. That's what I will say. All right. Masks. Give me one more, please. I can still taste the onion. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. It don't taste great, but it does work. It does work, honestly. Okay. We have. I like this one actually. We have masks, Ifrit cords. These are our ancestors, though. Um, naked, naked. Intuition. Right. I may not be able to pronounce these things perfectly, but it is what it is. I'm gonna do my best. So the first one is card number 18, Jubby. Shadow of Mask, Caribbean Temple of Shadows, element of air. And your guidance is, I am willing to remove the mask. So maybe some of you are not showing who you truly are. You need to just embrace it. We're in 2025 now. Don't stay small just to suit everybody else's ego. That makes no sense. I did that. It doesn't pay. Do you understand? It just ends up hampering your progress. Do you know what I mean? I did it. And because this is how I know it. And if you feel like that, then clearly, yeah, you're not around the right individuals. Do you understand? That's what I will say. You're not around the right individuals. I'll give you card 27. 27! Hopefully, I pronounce this correct. Urzuli Dantor. I'm not sure if I did pronounce that, but listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Urzuli Dantor, the goddess of etheric chords. This is a Haiti one. Temple of Lovers, element of fire. And your guidance is, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. Clock that T. What was I just saying? Your goddess declaration is, I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. I have more to read the rest of the story because I've been there for a long time. That takes a lot. Do you know what I mean? And then card number 30 is Mamewata. I've heard that name in a song, you know. Goddess of emotional nakedness, diaspora, temple of griots, element of water. Hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid, it's your superpower, not your shame. Your declaration is, I have the courage to be vulnerable. So yeah, step into your light. Don't fight it. Don't hide it. Don't suppress it. Queen Nandi, goddess of intuition. This is a Zulu card. Temple Queen's element of fire. You already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. Your declaration is, I am knowing. Some of you know. You know. Oh my God. You know what I'm thinking of now? That song. She knows. She knows. I know she knows. I know she knows. She knows. She knows. Yeah, I know. I think maybe sometimes you just don't want to really believe that's what it is. And that's what they want. You know? That's what they want. And that way, when you act like that, or you start to think and feel like that, and you stay in that energy, you're just assisting them with evading judgment, basically. And you got to be careful with that, because then they can flip that shit onto you. You understand? A lot of things is like everything that they tried to teach you was a lie. So just I look at it as you just got to research the opposite of it, you know. But yeah, if you want me to do a reading, you have to send me a message, and as long as that's your right name, because a lot of people like to come on in with fake names. I'm not into that, and I just embarrass people on the spot, because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of you people and your dumb behaviors. I'm tired of you think you can just attack people. Listen, let me tell you something. I was on a live one day, yeah, and there's a lady in the live, and the thing about it is, I know she was trying to evil like me, because my ears was ringing. And then she asked me a specific question. Now you got to be very careful with these people, because then they can end up. They want to try and attach your energy sneakily. Do you understand? Not having it. So all this shit, I'm not doing it no more, because then I'm the one that's got to pay the price for it. Hell no. So if that's not your real name, it's curtains for you. Spirit, can you tell me this person on my YouTube right now, Amber Livingston, is this her real name, or is she being fake? Is this her real name, Amber Livingston? Yes or no, Spirit? Is that her real name? Yes or no? Yeah, I'll give you that then. I'll ask another question. Spirit, are these will these people be successful in unaliving me? Yes or no? I have to ask just to prove a point. So let's go around in a circle. No, they won't. So okay, but yeah, you have to book. I can't just do it off the bat like that, you know, because I have to cleanse this energy first and then get back to you. But I don't do. I'll do it this one time. But what I'm saying is, you need to do it right. You need to do it the right way. Because then that shit's gonna fall back on me. And I'm not into that. It's 10:24. Oh, it's nighttime in Hawaii, is it? Okay. I bet it's hot in here. Over here it's cold. It's freezing over here. I wish that this country was like the States, hot all year round. It's like, yeah. I'd be happy then, but it doesn't really happen, does it? But yeah. So, but it still doesn't mean that you're not one of these individuals that's been targeting me since 2019, might I add. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get off it, because I need to cleanse out my energy, and I've not eaten yet. I think even that as well. You need to fast. and cleanse your vessel. I did it. I'm looking to do it again, but like do it a bit more each time. I think I did 3 days. That was I wasn't used to that. But after once you keep doing it, you get used to it. But I do it every day now because people can attack you through spirit by whatever food you're eating. Hmm. So you got to do all that. Change your diet. Don't eat certain things. Cut out certain things. If it isn't from the earth, I wouldn't bother to eat it. Don't get me wrong. You can have things as like a treat, but I wouldn't say become indulged with like I did. I was addicted to sugar, salt, medication, alcohol. Yeah, not no more. Mm-mm. But then at the same time, this is what these other people want as well, because then you're easily controlled, and that just gives them easy access to your vessel. Basically, once you know, you know, and that song that comes to my mind. She knows. She knows.